Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, I'm glad to have you back. Good to see you. Hope everyone is doing well and feeling great and blessed. Today's message is specifically for a few people. I don't know exactly who this is for, but Source wants to let you know that you're seen, and you're understood. And Source also understands that you're feeling fearful about making a decision to continue on your journey. And the answer is to fear not, to trust, to place your trust, ask for peace. Ask for peace, and peace shall be given. Just seek the divine realms for assistance. That's what they're there for. They're there to help you. Personally, I know this journey can be a difficult one. It's a lonely journey, okay, especially for people who were chosen for a specific life path. The journey can be very rough. And believe me, once you get to know me more and I finally put my entire life story out there, I will share with you what brought me to this very place where I'm sharing with you. Wasn't difficult. It was a difficult journey, but I was able to get through it. I survived. That's the point. The point is, no matter how rough things get, you can survive. Okay. Many on this journey, unknowingly, ever since I was a child, I couldn't understand why everybody was attacking me from all sides. I didn't understand that, you know. When I attended Catholic school as a kid, I thought that I was receiving a calling back then to be a priest, which is the farthest thing from anything I would ever consider today. But I realize now I was being called even back then as a child, and I didn't realize it. I did not realize what this calling was, this feeling that I had. And then I went on with life as life goes on, and one thing after the other, one thing after the other. Everything was collapsing. I became a cosmetologist. I became a counselor. I studied so many different areas. I was a real estate agent at one time, and nothing ever seemed to work. And that was all God telling me. And I didn't realize that God was telling me that these are not the paths for me. So God has given you a path, and you know it deep within inside yourself. Okay, and you'll know, who I'm speaking to. If you had a rough childhood, if you've always been accused of everything, being blamed for everything and everyone's problems, you know, having to be the savior for everyone, and this includes family members that I have 18 first cousins, and when my house burnt down, all my cousins, many of them are multimillionaires. Nobody said, "Here, take $100 and put your house back together." That made me realize that, what, who are these people? And you're probably feeling the same way. You look at your family members and friends and you say to yourself, are they there when I need them like I was there for everyone else? I was one of those people. Anytime you needed me, I was the first person to go. You needed a haircut, I did it for free. You were moving, I helped you move your things. If you had a tragedy, I was the first to put out money. But I realized that nobody was doing the same in return. And not that that should matter, but actually it does, because in this life, we are here to support each other, okay? And Source is sending me here right now to support you, the very person who's feeling that way, okay? Don't get discouraged. Keep going. Keep going on your path because things will get better. Seek out your soul tribe, whether it's the through this channel, through other channels. There's so many channels out there, okay? Not just mine, but there's plenty of other channels out there that do something similar to what I've been doing. They're following a same path, but we each have something different to do. My position is to put truth out there with love. Okay, provide evidence for you. God speaks through me to provide evidence for others to see the truth, to see reality for what it is, to see what's happening before you in hopes that people will listen. God has done this through the ages. He's sent many ascended masters, you know, such as Krishna, Buddha, Muhammad, you name it. These were all ascended masters designed to help lead and guide people. And many didn't get it then, and many still won't get it today. God's last resort was when he sent Jesus, who was the last ascended master, okay? to try to put some sense into people and show people the way, and people misconstrued the message yet again. Many have taken the message and done hurtful things with it, using religion as a weapon towards other people, saying that Jesus said this and God said that. None of that is true. None of it. God is about love, okay? And when what people perceive as bad things, God is trying to redirect people, not as a punishment, but to show you a different way, to give you an opportunity, okay? You have to remember everything is about universal vibration, okay? And balance. And so when something becomes out of balance, too much in one direction, in order to balance it out, something has to happen to fix it. Okay. And you could witness that of what's happening around the world right now. All the chaos, all the turmoil, all the deception that's being revealed for all to see if they're willing to have eyes to see. Okay. And you're one of them. You have the eyes to see. Unfortunately, you're surrounded by many people who refuse to see. And that's something that only you can fix. You can move away from that situation. God is actually asking you to move yourself from that situation because it's not healthy. It's taking you down with them. And I know you don't want that. I know you want to continue on this journey. You just need to hang on. You just really need to hang on because you could do this. And you have a whole support system behind you. You have an entire spiritual community. All you have to do is go out there and seek. They will welcome you with open arms, trust me. Because the spiritual community is all about love, acceptance. Okay? It's not about judgment. It's not about harming. It's about love. Love is what connects all of us. Okay? And the sooner we learn that, the better off we're going to be. Unfortunately, it's going to take the work from people like myself to help get that message out there. But not only myself, but those who listen to have the strength to go out there and pass the message along because God is asking you to do so. You know deep down inside what's right. You know more than most people what was right and what was wrong. That was God all along, directing and guiding you. You know what most people like to call conscience, that's God. That's source. Whoever that is for you, the goodness within you directs you and shows you the correct path. But you have to be willing to follow. As difficult as it is, and I'm not saying that it's easy, it's going to be rough. People are going to hate you, but I'm used to that. People have hated me all my life, so what? Big deal. You know, people are going to make comments, people are going to talk behind your back. I've had that done my entire life by my family. Doesn't matter. All I know is that God leads me, God guides me, and I know the direction that I'm going in. I know where I'm headed. I know the end result. And I have enough love in my heart, even though many people have harmed me through this life. I still maintain love for everyone because I feel everyone needs love. Many might be misguided. Now, some are just, totally into the dark side, and that's fine. You can't change that. We're not going to get rid of the darkness. There's a yin and a yang, okay? So we have to understand that we're not going to be able to take everyone on this journey, okay? It's just not going to happen, okay? We might want that for family members and friends, people that we care about. But we have to remember, everyone has their own journey, including us. We all have something to do, including you. Everyone was put here for a specific purpose, okay? It might not be my purpose, but you have your own purpose. Maybe your purpose is to go out and help animals. Maybe your purpose is to go and volunteer in a nursing home. Maybe your purpose is to go and visit dying people in hospice. Everyone has a purpose, and you have one too. And Source wants you to know that you are loved, you are heard, and you are being guided. You just have to follow the prompting, follow the voice, follow the lead without fear. And when you fear, call upon Source and the Ascended Masters. They will come and help you. Call upon the angels, saints, and deities. They will help you and guide you along the way. Call upon your ancestors. They're there for you also. Everyone is there to support you on this journey. It might feel lonely, but you're never alone. Never. You have an entire community and the ethereal world behind you. So how can you be alone with all that? And no harm can ever truly come to you if you truly believe that with all your might. And it's very difficult to have that kind of trust and belief because this is a lousy world, unfortunately, or it can be. I take that back. Let me not say it's a lousy world. Let me say that lousy things happen in this world. But a lot of people are misguided and being directed, unfortunately, by the physical things. Okay? Money. Money controls them. It's never enough. It's never enough. No matter if you ever notice about people who have everything, everything is never enough for them. Okay? They're never truly satisfied. And the ironic thing is that those very same people will tell the person who has nothing that money isn't everything or money doesn't bring happiness. But my question to them would be, well, then if money doesn't bring happiness, why don't you give your money to people? Just give it all away. And you'll see the response change. You know, there'll be a change on their face. You'll notice it automatically. You'll be able to discern that change, and they will consider you an enemy at that point because you confronted them with something that they didn't want to see. So again, this is a tough journey, okay? And God knows that you're being asked a lot, but the rewards in the end will be beyond your wildest dreams. So if you can continue on the path with that thought and maintain trust even when it's difficult, and use me as inspiration, okay? Take my energy and let it place trust and love within you. Let it give you guidance, okay? The energy that flows through me from source, giving me the ability to speak to whoever I'm speaking to out there, okay? Stay with it. Stick with it. You're going to make it. Don't let anyone try to take you off your path because they're going to be many. This is the time, especially when you're going to be tested by many. The dark side sends out people, uses people to test you during these times to make you feel like you're unworthy, to make you feel like you're less than, to make you feel like you're crazy for believing in something higher than yourself. The ironic thing is, anybody who would call spiritual people crazy would never call a priest or a pastor crazy or a televangelist crazy who's out there speaking in tongues and stealing money from the flock while they're performing for them. That's crazy to me. You know, those people are not of God, unfortunately. They found a way to make money by using God. That's not how this works. You know, whatever money that godly people receive, it's meant to be spread upon the world to others, to those who are suffering. There's many out there suffering, and we have to remember that. There's many out there suffering, so we all have a part to play in this, and we can make a change. We can make a difference. When you pass by that homeless person on the street, I'm not saying give them money. They might be on drugs or alcohol, but what I am asking is, well, what God is asking, I should say, is get a bag of food and bring it to them. Food for a couple of days. Give them a blanket. Give them some clothing, socks, whatever. Even if you don't have, because you will be blessed for doing so. And whoever I'm speaking to already does these things and knows these things. Just keep on that path. Keep going. And learn to listen for the guidance. You have the ability. Just calm yourself, ask for the answers, and the answers will come. Whether they come through something that I'm saying, whether it comes through something you hear on the television, okay, or from a stranger on the street, we have to learn to find the answers in the ordinary. Because that's how God speaks, okay? There's not going to be some huge voice coming out of the sky like you see in movies, okay? It's an inner knowing. And when you hear, you'll know. So if there's something that I said that makes sense to you, that's God speaking. You're hearing right now. I want to thank everyone for being here, and I appreciate all of you. As I always say, without you, there's no me. So you guys give me the courage to push forward and continue on this journey, okay? Because this was a difficult journey for me, especially creating this channel, because it's something that I wasn't comfortable with. But God pushed me out of my comfort zone and forced me to do something that I feared most, and here I am doing it, which I can't even believe myself. So if I can do this, you can do it. It's possible. You have the strength, you have the ability. So just go out there and seek and hang on because you are being heard. And this is your response to let you know that you're being heard. I want to wish everyone a great day and thank you again. I appreciate all of you. Sending you much love and success and happiness. See you again soon.